What is up, YouTube? We are doing another first impressions video. I could almost do a full review on this knife because I've had it for a little while, but I want to do a first impressions video first before I do that, before I make a final conclusion. This is a Bestech knife. This is my first Bestech knife. This is one of their budget models that's called the Scimitar. You can tell by that blade shape. That's a very fitting name. And it is D2 steel with bearings and G10. And it's a freaking nice knife for the money, guys. I am pretty impressed with this thing. Right around the $50 mark. And I don't think you can go wrong. I mean, this is, again, first impressions are very positive. I've had a few viewers say, hey, have you ever reviewed any Bestech knives? Look out the Bestech knives. So I was like, oh yeah, another Chinese company. What am I gonna, just another budget folder. But I liked the look of this one quite a bit. They have some nice looking models, but I like this one. I like that upswept blade, that Scimitar style blade. And 40 bucks, I'm like, yeah, why not? This could actually be one of my favorite budget knives now. I mean, I'm glad I pulled the trigger on this one. It is a liner lock, which locks up 50%-ish, maybe less. Has a standoff construction with stainless steel liners that are skeletonized. Nice, really this is the OD green. They also come in black. Nicely contoured G10, man. I mean, really nice for the money. A deep carry clip that is really long. It's a nitpick, but it's kind of one of my least favorite things in the knife. I like the deep carry clip, but it could be like, like a Benchmade. Oh, that's the Benchmade I meant to bring out. I stole that clip off that knife. So you can see it's just a little long. Like, it could be about as short as that, but just maybe take off this part right here and you'd be good. It's not too long, but it's a little long. Like I said, bearing flipper, stainless steel bearings. As far as I know, I'll open it up in the full review, but I'm betting on stainless steel bearings for this price point. It does have like a two-tone finish. It's kind of got like a gray coating up here, and then it has on the flats and on the grinds it's satin finished, which is nice. It has a lot of oil on it still, and I've had this one for a little while. Probably a week or so. Very sharp out of the box. The flipping action is fantastic, as you can see there. It reminds me of a Wii knife. Very, very much like a Wii knife. And who knows? I mean, Bestech, Wii, Real Steel, all these companies in China, Kaiser, they're probably all made in around the same place. Or if not, there's probably a few different facilities that make all the same knives. Most likely, because this reminds me so much of a Wii knife. Not even. It reminds me of their budget models that are D2 and G10, but they're like $100. This is 40. Now those do have ceramic bearings and a titanium clip and hardware, but to me that's not worth 60 bucks. This is a much better value. I'll put a link in the description where you can buy one on my Amazon store, which does help support the channel. It has some nice jimping up here on the top, which I like quite a bit. The ergonomics are great, both grips that I would ever grip it in. Now let's try this. Very nice, very comfortable in the hand. Let's give you some stats here. The blade length is 3.75 inches, so it's a pretty long blade. Now that's what they are claiming. Let's do us a nice little measurement here, because it seems rather large to be in a handle this size, but we'll find out. See, this is kind of hard with this upswept blade. Yeah, I mean, I guess if they're counting the flipper tab, it actually is that much. Your cutting edge, though, is more around 3.6 inches. So, yeah, I'd say it's 3.75. Pretty close. Your handle length is going to be approximately 4.5 inches. So, blade to handle ratio is pretty phenomenal. This is about as big of a knife as I like. 4.5 and under for me. That's where it's the sweet spot. Again, a medium-sized glove. Of course, my furnace kicks on right now as I'm in the middle of the video. I was like, oh, there's no furnace on. It's quiet in my house. Let me knock this out. And guess what? I've got the Nest. I'm going to go into my app and turn it off. Maybe. There we go. All right, so that'll just be on for a second. I'll turn it off. So you got a nice lanyard hole attachment here. But a pretty good sized knife with a great flipping action, really good looking blade. I love that blade shape. It's fantastic. Your thickness behind, or your blade stock thickness is 0.13. Well, that can't be right. Oh, yes, it can. What am I thinking? Of course it is. It's 0.1065. Well, let's go down to the thickest part is 1.33. So the thickest part of your blade is 1.33 inches. And you're looking at 0.0280, no, 0.0275 behind the edge. Pretty thin behind the edge, should be a good slicer. So, yeah, I'm impressed with this Bestech. It's the first one I want to try out, and I thought I'll try out a budget one first, and maybe I'll go up to one of their titanium models, and, you know, just kind of see, you know, how I like it, how I like the company. It's a good way, you know, if you want to start out with a Bestech and you're interested in the company and you want to try out their knives, it's nice that they offer a budget model. You don't have to go out and spend, you know, $250 on a titanium S35 version. I mean, I don't know if they're that much. I think they're even less than that for their stuff. They're priced pretty competitively right now. That's always subject to change as they get bigger in the marketplace. There it is next to the mini Crooked River, which I'm finishing the review on this one. The Benchmade 940. It's a little smaller, or a little bigger than both those knives. A more similarly sized. I took the clip off that 940, and it's like weird to operate without it. The ZT0095 is about the same shape, or about the same pricing. Not even close to the same price. Same size. Good night. Having a hard time. So yeah, first impressions are fantastic on this guy. Should be a good slicer. I've only used it sparingly because I've been reviewing so many knives. I have so many knives in for you guys. I'm having a hard time keeping up with how many knives I have. Today's EDC is the little native that I did a video on, like a preview video on. That thing's been surprising the heck out of me. So yeah, I'm finalizing this one up and the Grizzly Ridge, and then I'll probably move on to the Spyderco and the Rat 2. But I wanted to get a video on this because I think this is a brand to definitely take a look at if you're interested in knives under 50 bucks. This could very well be one of the better offerings. Now, when I did my video recently, Best Knives Under 50, I didn't know about this knife, but I would be very tempted to put it in that video because it's pretty awesome. Nice. I mean, the G10 is beautiful. Some of the nicest G10 I've seen on a budget folder. Like I said, it rivals. I mean, look at the G10 on this, nicely contoured, versus this plain G10 on the little native. I mean, this G10 is nicer than this G10, and this is a $114 knife, and that's a $40 knife. I like this style of G10. I like this nice contouring. It's nice and smooth. But it adds grip. Whereas, you know, this is grippier because it has, but it's also like, I kind of almost look at it like they didn't really, I don't know, I like the contour better. That's just a personal preference, but pretty awesome knife for the money, guys. I definitely recommend checking one out. The Bestech knife Scimitar, model number BG05-2, D2 steel for 40 bucks with bearings. Nice flipping action, really nice G10, nice handle. Yeah, I think we have a winner on our hands in the budget line, guys. I'm gonna keep doing budget knives. I don't carry a lot of budget knives, to be honest with you. When I do these reviews, I carry these knives and I use them, but then I typically move them because I carry higher end knives typically. But this is one that I think stacks up pretty well against pretty much any knife, and this is one I would carry all the time. So that's saying a lot right there for me. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one.